Hey guys, it's Trace Face. A lot of changes going on this week. Thanks for being here while I'm trying to work on all these changes, like this new computer that I don't know what I'm doing on it. And it's like following me. The camera's following me, and I gotta learn how to fix it. And I just got it, so just bear with me while I try to fix all these new settings. But I wanted to try to get something out to you today because the fact remains that I have not put up anything in a while, and I need to talk to all of you about some of the things that I am seeing out there and that I am just empathizing with a lot of you that are going through. And what I want to talk to you all today about is what happens when you accept the Hoover or you break the no contact with the narcissist. And I have not spoken about this in quite some time, up until recently, because that seems to be a theme that's happening with my clients. And I want to make sure that I address it. So the first thing I want to say is please, please, please. I've said this before in older videos, but some of you are new to the channel, so just allow me to repeat myself if those of you that have already heard me say this. The worst thing that you can do when you have accepted the Hoover or you have from the narcissist tried to come back in your life again and you fell for it and you opened up dialogue again, you opened up conversation again, you opened up your heart again, and a lot of people have this uh, misunderstanding that when the narcissist comes back around, the time has helped them to become a better person, empathize with you a little more. And again, you have to remember they know you, so they're going to be saying the things that they think or they assume that you're going to want to hear. And so a lot of people fall for this. You're not the first person and you're not the last person. So what you can't do is you can't beat yourself up for accepting the Hoover and thinking that, okay, this person really did you know, think about me while we weren't talking. I must mean something to them. Everybody has thought this when the narcissist comes back around it. Everybody's assumed that they went back out there, they tried with other people, they realized it's all about you. It was about you all along. You really did have a connection to this person, right? And for some people, this back and forth thing can go on and on and on. The narcissist, as we all know, they can only be good for a certain amount of time before they're going to do the same crap they always do, because that's what they're doing. Their life is on repeat, guys. And they're just going to be on their best behavior to try to reel you in the beginning, and then boom, they're back pulling another shenanigan, doing the same things they've always done to you. And it's heartbreaking because you opened up your heart. You thought that maybe things have changed. They're telling you everything you want to hear, and people fall for this. I want all of you to understand something. You guys are human beings, okay? And this stuff is very, very hard. And I work with people, you guys, that are on all levels of this. I have some people, you guys, that have been back and forth with a narcissist for years, and I'm working with them. I have some people that they figure this out, the second round. It's very hard. This is very, very hard stuff. And that is why I try to tell you guys and really preach, if you will, that one of the only things to get rid of these people is to do a prayer and fast, okay? And that is just something I've spoken about and I believe in so much. This is a hurt. This isn't just a normal breakup, you guys. This is a hurt that affects your spirit and your soul, and it really affects you to the point where some people feel like they're never going to get over this person, or they're never going to face a time in their life where there's not this stronghold over them. But I want you guys to know that there is an answer, that you can get this off of you so that you can think clearly. The worst mistake anybody has made was allowing them back into your vortex again, allowing them back into your aura, your own vibrations. Because when they come back in again, all of a sudden the negativity starts up again. Your anxiety is back. Your depression is back. Your ability to not be able to sleep is back. Your paranoia is back. Your jealous feelings are back. These people do all this stuff to you. They're doing it. They're working on you. They're making you act completely the opposite of who you truly are. These people, you guys, represent everything that you are not. Remember that. These people are 100% everything that you are not. They represent everything you are not. If you really think about it. So, I don't know if you can hear Miles in the background. He's playing with the little stuff that they put in the Amazon packages. I take that out and they love to jump on that when on the floor, that he's down there making noise. I don't know if you can hear him. Actually, that might be Maverick. Anyway, so where was I? You guys will beat yourself up for allowing the communication to start up again with them. And that's the worst thing you can do. What you want to do is, once you figured out, oh yeah, they're up to the same old crap, nothing here has changed, you need to do everything that you possibly can. Trust me on this. You need to do everything that you possibly can to pick yourself back up, dust it off. Do not shame, blame, be hard on yourself any more than you've been, and move along and leave them in the dust where they belong, and do everything you can to make sure that they don't have an opportunity to reach out to you and have any more opportunities to hurt you or harm you again. Okay? And I don't care what it takes. You change your number. You make sure they do not have access to you. And if they're stalking you, well, that's a whole different ballgame and level that we need to talk about, of what you need to do for that. Okay, because that can get very serious. And I know I've talked about that before, but for all purposes today, you're a human being who loves and cares. This is the hardest part about all of this. It's that figuring out and finding out that they are not on your level. They do not exhibit the same type of empathy and love and heart space that you have. They don't have that. They pretend they do, you guys. They mimic you. They're mimicking your personality the whole time. So when you do meet somebody out there, and you're excited in the beginning, and I get it. I know what goes on, and you guys people start talking about marriage early on. Please, guys, give yourself at least 2 years to be around this person. Because so many people, the mask will begin to drop, and you will really see that they're possessive, they're jealous, they're unruly, they don't listen, they're a know-it-all, all these things. And, another thing that you got to understand is some people are just really, really, they just really want to get into a relationship. And you have to look out for that in you too, if that's what you're doing. You need to ask yourself, you need to sit down and ask yourself what your standards are in a relationship for a partner. And if you haven't done this in a long time, you need to sit down and do that. You need to figure out, because I guarantee you, things probably changed about you from even just a year ago. of what you're willing to accept and not accept, and what you are looking for in another person and not looking for. Okay? My God, when I think about who I was in my early 30s to now, uh, my standards are completely different of what I expect of people in my life. Okay? And I don't care. I really don't care what anybody thinks about that. See, that's the thing. That's your own personal, individual decisions that you get to make each and every day. Okay, I just learned something new. Well, guess what? Going forward, these are my standards. You don't fit them, you got to go. Don't play around with people, you guys, who are playing around with you. Don't do it. These people are all they're going to do is waste your time, drain you of your energy, drain you of your finances, drain you of your God-given spirit, drain you of your motivation for your future, all of it. That's what these people do. I'm telling you, you guys, if somebody doesn't come in your life and make your life better, and I don't just mean in ways that, they can buy you a new house. To be quite honest, like yeah, that's the level. That's the level I'm talking about. You know what I mean? No, but I'm saying if they don't visibly come in your life and help you in life, in other words, where your life was and this person came in and your life visibly did not get better. And I'm talking even just helping out around the house, making your life a little bit easier. You get what I'm saying? That's what, and when someone comes around in your life, if your life didn't get better after that person came around, what are you doing with them? I mean it. I bet you their life got better when you came into it. Guarantee you. But what about yours? And a lot of people do this, you guys. They are basing the situation and judging the situation. You're paying attention to, oh, look, I'm helping him. I'm helping her. They need me. I feel wanted and needed. And you got to look at that too. And a lot of that is coming from the way you were raised. If you were raised in narcissistic environments, you were always about trying to tiptoe around a parent or parents or whatever you know parental figures were in your life, grandparents, it could have been aunts or uncles, whoever was taking care of you. Somebody might have made you feel like you have to dance around them and try to make them feel good because they're emotional and they're whacked, and so you were tiptoeing around their wacky emotions all the time. And then you grew up thinking that that's what this is about. Oh, look it, my partner's happy, so therefore I should be. No, you matter, you guys. You really do matter, and you really need to vet whether or not your life improved when this person came in. If it's not, and you're at a standstill with your life, or you're having to deal with them and their problems and whatever is wrong with them today, they got too much gas today, whatever their problem is. You know how narcissists are, that they're always looking for, they always are having a problem, and they're always looking for someone to solve their problems because they're incapable. So if you're not looking at your life improving when they come around, and you're the one, making all the plans to see them. I know I've got a lot of people in these long distance relationships, and they're driving, they're doing all the driving, they're doing all the plans, they're paying all the money. What are you doing? No. You really want a boyfriend or a girlfriend that bad? Come on, guys. I want you to put some stake and value in yourself. Okay? I want you to realize that somebody else coming around, they should absolutely see you and all the gifts and all the ways that you can put into a relationship, and they should appreciate that, and they should value you, and they should never be taking advantage of you. They should never be making you feel confused, and my God, they should never be draining you. And if that stuff starts to happen within those 2 years, oh, guys, I want you to take a look at where they were at when you met them. What was going on in their life? What were they working towards? Where were they at in life? It's very important, you guys. So many people, we've heard this, but it's the truth, are basing their relationship off of potential. Oh, but I can see that they're really trying. No, 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 no. Where are they at when you meet them? That's what you vet this on. And you don't deal with people who are just constantly bringing problems in your life. You know, they're doing something that you're not into. I see so many people try to be flexible and then they bend their boundaries. And guess what happens when you're doing that? No, no, it doesn't work like that. You start changing your boundaries, guess what? You're going to start to change. And all of a sudden, you're going to look in the mirror one day and you're not going to recognize at all who you are. Do not listen to this crap. Know who you are. If you need to take 10 years of your life, I'm not even joking about that, to figure out who you are before you get back into a relation, you want to try a relationship again, that's what you do. You need to figure out who you are. And then you need to when you go out there and date, you need to make sure that you're sticking to that. You don't just allow someone to come in your life and tell you, hey, I'm into all this kinky BS and I want you to be into it with me. And I know so many people, you guys, that start to change because they want to please their partner. And guess what comes after that? Now you're finding out other things that they're into and doing. And it just goes on and on and on. I don't deal with sneaky people. You know, I had a client the other day ask me, Trace, what do you do about the cell phones? What am I supposed to be doing about the cell phones? Because isn't that where all this crap is going on? Do I tell my partner who I've recently started dating that, hey, from time to time, based on everything I've dealt with, I'm going to need to look through your phone. This is a weird conversation. I don't know when the time is. I don't know if I should even be doing that. Is that the right thing to do? Here's what I say to all of that. Here's what I'm going to tell all of you, and to each his own. You guys decide this for yourself. I have learned in life that what people are doing, if they have to do things different when you're not around to when you're around, to when this person's around, to when this person's around, they got to be doing all that. That's called compartmentalizing. I don't deal with people who compartmentalize. Okay. That's little games that they like to play. Oh, I get to be, this person over here, and then I get to be this person over here. And this world is allowing all that to go on. Like that, there's nothing wrong with that because of these stinking devices. They're telling us that these stinking devices, you can do that and you can get away with it. It doesn't make it right. Okay. Now, if you work for the FBI and you got a program on your computer, yeah, you can't be having, obviously there's passwords for that. But if you are in the kitchen and you can't look at your partner and say, "Hey babe, can I check your phone? I gotta call I want to order a pizza. My phone's upstairs charging," whatever the heck you're using it for. And they get all weird about that. Take you and your sneaky squirreliness on your phone and get the hell out. I'm not dealing with that. No. They're taking their phone with them in the bathrooms. Get a life. You really need to take your phone in the bathroom when you're taking a crap. You're that addicted to your phone that you need to go in there and do what? No, no. Get lost. Okay? I'm not into anything that's, oh, and these people want to sit there and be like, well, that's privacy. Yeah, they will take your privates and take your privates and your privacy and go get lost. No, I am not about getting into any type of relationship where someone feels that they got to be a sneak. That is wrong. And they're all, these people are doing it, you guys. They're doing it. They're going on. They're doing these conversations through stories so that nobody sees it. There's all kinds of ways. And I would find out what kind of ways my partner deals with this kind of stuff, and how many apps they're on, and if they're doing things like that long before I'm going to decide if I'm going to be a partner with them. And yes, it is a difficult conversation to have with someone like, hey, I know that we live in a world nowadays where everybody gets to play, all these moving parts and hit the delete button and not open their apps in front of their partner if they want to. So how do we deal with that? Why don't you ask your partner that? How do we deal with a world like that? See what they say. See how they answer you. Because it is a problem. And it is something that we have to deal with in today's society. So ask them what they think about that. Start there. Start that conversation there. Well, that's all I got for you. I have to go back to sessions that I have today with clients. And I'll be back with some more material for sure. Figuring out how to use this silly computer that's following me. This is fun. Yes. Let's do a little dance, you guys, before I get off. All right. I love you all. I'm Trace Face. It's time we all face the truth together. Thank you for being here. If you're finding this information helpful, please make sure to hit the subscribe to this channel button and hit the notification bell to get notified when I have a new video. Also, if you're into another type of healing and therapy, make sure you head over to my other channel called Wow That's Nuts here on YouTube for some laughs, positivity, and some interesting information.